Hello everyone, I'm Mithra. Welcome back. It's part 2 of our Kingdom Death Monster Zombicide crossover homebrew for a Halloween special thing that I decided to do for the channel. So, in the first episode, the first part of this, we did Mission 1, and this is Mission 2. Mission 1 focused more on the narrative and the story setting up for everything, introducing Goth Amy and just a setup story to get them to where we are now. Mission 2 is more of a Kingdom Death Monster boss battle. So this one has much more actual homebrew rules. So we'll have a homebrew Allison survivor, homebrew Snow survivor, along with Amy. So we'll have the 3 survivors. This one focuses more on the puzzle-solving boss battler aspect of it, as much as I could, keeping as true to Zombicide as I possibly could. So again, all the files will be actually available now that I've got both uploads up. So you can find the uploads, or find the downloads for the missions and everything in the description. So let's get into the mission itself. The road to Allison's apartment is completely overtaken by the thick black fog. Visibility is at its lowest, and the darkness of the fog is overwhelming. Citizens in the area have gone completely insane, and even the animals have been twisted by this miasma. Amy and Snow are surrounded by the echoing coo of infant babble. Strange baby-faced birds circle the sky over Allison's apartment. Gripped with instinctual horror, the pair break into a run toward her front door. Dread befalls Amy when she finds the door ajar. Rushing inside, they see the horrifying familiar lanky man hovering over a sleeping Allison. Impulsively, Snow portals Allison out of her bed and onto the floor before the pair. Shocked by her newfound power, Snow attempts to rouse Allison. Amy watches as the lanky man's shape ripples in and out of sight, revealing a new horror. Allison awakes to find her cosplay sword at her side, humming gently against her body. Instinctively, she recognizes the weight of the weapon's curse and the promise of its power. Allison now wields the Twilight Sword to defend her home. Alright, here we are. We are set up for actual mission itself. Here you can see we have the tiles all laid out. We've got some doors here blocking certain, routing for zombies. So we have zombies here. There's a spawn zone right here for one spawn zone where the zombies will come in. There's really nothing else over here, just that one spawn zone with these runners. You can see there's just always going to be a group of 3 runners, always spawning in this one zone that you can just barely see. Again, that is for the puzzle mechanic of it. So runners activate twice. They'll go 1, 2. So they're always going to spawn here. They'll always make it to here. Same as you got over here. This is actually the first spawn zone. The number 1, they're going to spawn here first. Not like it matters. And they'll go 1, 2. Again, it's just so they always make it to 1 away from this tile. Just mathematically for balance-wise as I was testing. So, again, this is something that I was able to beat. But this one is far more in line with the actual difficulty of Kingdom Death. I've lost it more than I've beaten it. But as I was balancing it, I wanted this one to feel much more difficult than easy. The other one I had beaten more often because I wanted you to be able to get to Mission 2. So, we have our 3rd spawn zone up here. This one is always going to just spawn crows. And they move crows, the way crows act, they activate 3 times. Or they activate once but move 3, and they ignore walls. So they'll go 1. So start here, they'll go 1, 2, 3 to here, 3 to here. Again, if you don't have zombie crows, the way this is set up is you can replace zombie crows with just a walker, and then I've included all the zombie crow rules, and I just showed them here. So you can just substitute a walker and then use them as crows. The other thing is zombie dogs. If you don't have zombie dogs, same thing with the Slenderman here. I'm using the Kingdom Death Slenderman, but you can just use an Abomination to replace Slenderman. If you don't have zombie dogs, you can use fatties, which are included, and then just use the zombie dog rules, but use a fatty to represent them. Again, so everything can be used and substituted with all the rules included in the download for the missions. You can substitute if you were to just have the base game. The only thing that's different is there's these markers here. Zone 3, Zone 2, Zone 1. That is for Slenderman. So let's talk about, so for zombie dogs activate 3 times. Whereas crows and runners activate twice. Crows activate once but move 3. Dogs just have 3 activations. So they're very, very dangerous. Now, custom rules for Slenderman here. The way Slenderman works in this scenario is when Slenderman will have 10 wounds that you need to deal to him. Now, we have Allison, who has the only 3 damage weapon. So Allison will have this weapon is representation or substitute for Twilight Sword. So Twilight Sword has 0 range, will have 4 dice, wounding on a 5+, but does 3 damage, which is enough to damage a abomination. So that's the substitute for Twilight Sword. I've included the Twilight Sword. You'll be able to get it. So that's Allison who has it. She's the only one who can damage Slenderman, since he's technically an abomination. How it works is, as you'll see, so this is the card I'm going to use to substitute the Twilight Sword. She's going to wound on a 5+. So for this roll, she would have hit once. Had she been in the same zone with the Slenderman, she would have hit the Slenderman. This causes him to be removed from the board. This is the same mechanic that the regular Slenderman has in Kingdom Death, where he's constantly getting removed from the board. So that would be 1 of the 10 hits for the Slenderman. Then, when it comes back to the start of the spawn phase for the zombies, you roll on a 1 or a 2, 3 or a 4, or a 5 or a 6. He gets placed. So spawn zone 1 was 1 or a 2, 3 or a 4, 5 or a 6. Means he gets placed here. That's where he'll respawn when he comes back to the board. Then, let's say if Slenderman was not on the board, or no, well, let's say he was, Allison did not hurt him. Let's say he was here, and that it started. When the zombie spawn phase would come up, he himself would spawn 1 zombie dog, and then he would activate and move. The dog would not activate on the very first round. So, the same thing here. So, back to our example, this is where he was removed, then he would spawn, and then he would move his 1. Next, we have the rules for zombie dogs would be, as we spawn the 1 here, it'd be at the very end they would take their 1 activation. It'd be 1 activation, 2 activation, 3 activation. So that's how dogs spawn, that's where they come from. Next, we have the rules for Allison herself is she just has the Twilight Sword, and then she's just a regular survivor who's in blue. So she'll have her regular 3 activations, 1 attack, 2 attack, whatever. She has 3 activations. Next we have Snow here, who I'm using representation for the Lily mini. So she has 3 unique abilities. She starts in orange. It will be the same as Amy. So Amy, again here, same as from mission 1, everything will carry over. She makes it to orange. She's going to have her free move action, her 1 free action, plus 1 free melee action. Those are what she has. Her Zanetsuken from mission 1 is what she still has. Now for Snow. Well, Snow will have a unique card. She's still a kid, so she still has Slippery, but her abilities, she'll start in orange as well. She'll have 3 abilities. The first one is Fun with Portals. So Snow can she can move wherever she wants. So for 1 movement activation, she could just move here if she wanted to. She can literally go anywhere she wants with the Fun with Portals ability. Next, we have the Blue Glow ability. So with Blue Glow, she can move someone else, but they need to be within a cardinal direction. Not necessarily in her line of sight, just in a cardinal direction. So let's say she was here. She could target this zone, this zone, this zone, but she can't target this zone because it's not in a cardinal direction. So as you can see, if she was standing here, that's 1, 2, anywhere here. This zone, 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 this zone. Those are the cardinal directions. Actually, she can even go this way. This zone, this zone, this zone. Those are cardinal directions. That's how she needs to be in order to use her blue glow. And what blue glow does is, if she was here, she would, and would say Amy was here, she could target Amy with blue glow and then spend that one thing to move Amy here. Next, we have red glow. So for red glow, it's going to be the same as this. I'm using this as a placeholder. Her red glow is just her regular melee. It's a 0 range, 2 dice sitting on a 4+. It only does 1 damage, but there's no fatties or anything in this, so the amount of damage on her thing, it only does 1. It's not 3, so she can't hurt Slenderman, but she can kill anything else. She can kill crows, she can kill dogs, and she can kill the runners. So she just can't hurt Slenderman. So those are all the rules for this. Now, I'll put a tracker for the 10 hits. I should probably actually get myself a tracker too. So let's say Allison was in that zone. She rolled and she got all 5s, or 6s. That would be 4 damage to this in this one attack, bringing him down to 6. Then he would teleport away. So it's not just you attack, you had a successful hit, and you do 1 damage, and then he teleports away. You have your 1 attack. If you do any amount of damage, he will then teleport away, taking that amount of damage. So you could do anywhere between 1 and 4 with Allison in one single turn. With that said, this is why Zombicide is hard to do a boss battle for. Because of just the way Zombicide is. Zombicide's fun. I enjoy Zombicide. I play it all Halloween. It's great. It's just put a bunch of zombies on the board, you kill a whole bunch of things. You chuck a bunch of dice and you remove a bunch of zombies. So the difficulty from Zombicide comes from the amount of zombies on the board. So it's hard to do things like this, a Kingdom Death style, where you have 1 monster. The variation of your rolls makes it difficult to gauge the power of how strong the Slenderman's going to be, because it could take me 10 rounds, or I could do it in 3 rounds if I did 4 damage every time. So there's a very, very, very wavering difficulty there. So to counter that, that's why all these other zombies are here. So the way to approach this is now strategy. Now this is how to succeed in beating this. How it's designed. So if you don't, you can skip over this, or I don't know, I guess if you really wanted to play it and you wanted to go in blind, you wouldn't watch me explain how to defeat this thing. But in theory, let's get into that now. Here's my strategy for approaching this. How it's designed is like your typical MMO kind of thing. These zombies are going to be moving all over here, right? So we know zombies are going to be coming from these 2 spawns all the time and from up there. And we don't want him to spawn any dogs, because dogs are really bad. Dogs can kill a survivor. If any one survivor dies, that's it, we lose. Dogs can take someone out in 1 turn. A dog could take someone out because they do 3 damage. So dogs are very bad. We don't want any of his phantom friends spawning. Not good. How we're going to approach this, and why Snow has this ability, is Allison is going to need to chase down Slenderman the whole time. That's her role in here. Next you have Snow, who's going to try to probably deal with these crows and then deal with moving Amy around. Amy is just going to be doing trash mob cleanup, because you can't, if Allison dies, then we literally can't even wound the Slenderman. It's not good if Allison dies. So those are the roles. You have your Snow should be your support, Amy's going to be our trash mob cleanup, and Allison's the one who's going to take down the boss. That's how we're going to deal with this. It's pretty much the only approach to it, since the other 2 can't damage the Slenderman. We need to protect Allison, and hopefully Snow and Amy are going to absorb all the trash hits. So, let's deal with this first. With that in mind, we're always going to try to move Snow last. So if there's someone who needs teleported out of a area, we can do that, and we'll know how to do it. So first we're going to move with Allison. That's 1 of her 3 actions. Let's see if we can damage Slenderman. Let's get him off of here. How many times can we hit him? That's actually going to be 3 hits, which is Very good. That's not normal. Normally you should be aiming to maybe do 1 or 2. So we did 3. That's going to bring Slenderman down to 7. It's going to cause him to be moved from the board. And then we're going to move Allison there. That's her 3 actions. Next, we're going to move Amy here, and we're going to move Snow here. That's it. Now let's go to the zombie spawns. 1, 2 for the runners. Again, so the reason why these doors are here, again, are for balance, because I don't want these runners running all over the place. There's going to be no splitting in this scenario. Splitting of the crows is weird and wonky. We don't want to deal with that. So these doors are hopefully going to take care of the zombies, the runners, and stop them from splitting. They're always going to come through this path here. I'm going to spawn 3 more runners. I'm going to spawn 3 more runners. Crows are now going to activate their once and move 3. 1, 2, 3, which we knew they would get here. The crows are always going to target Allison. Same with the dogs. Now let's roll for Slenderman. Put Slenderman back on the board. Not where I wanted him to go. I was hoping he would go to one of these 2. Not great. So he's going to spawn over here in zone 1 because I don't want her at 2. That'll be this, and now he'll move. Alright. That did not go as planned. So that's the thing I just was talking about with Zombicide. There's a lot of dice rolling. That was not planned. I was taking my gamble with the more likely of him being in 2 or 3. I mean, I guess I could have moved here and then it would have been 1 or 2, but... Alright, now let's go with Amy. Amy's got the most activations of all the survivors. So let's take her action with the Zanetsuken. So she's got 5 dice with the Zanetsuken. She's going to be hitting on a 4+. That's only going to be 1 hit. It's 1 crow down. Not great. Now this is the 2nd activation now. Okay, we got a 6 and a 4. That's fine. Kills the 2nd crow here. That's 2nd activation. We will now use Allison's free move to get to here. 3rd activation to get to these runners. Or no, it was 1, 2, free move. Yeah, 3rd activation here. Take our free melee action. Didn't kill them all. Not great. It's gonna... The reason, again, why this was made 3 is because you should be able to take... It should keep Amy busy enough just to burn her actions. So now we're taking our free melee action, which is not great. So we finish this off. Guess we're going to move back to here, because we know these zombies are going to get to here. These can get to here without damaging us. I guess we're going to go with Snow now. I know I was talking about... No, I guess we'll move with Allison. Oops, I forgot to spawn these crows. So there should be more crows that spawn in. Put these here. Just remind me to grab more crows. But they spawn in every time. Okay. So I know they should have spawned behind the ones I just killed. Alright. Let's see. What am I going to do? This is going to suck. These runners are going to get to here. These runners are going to get to here. Which will be fine. They're not going to damage anybody. So we're going to go with Allison now. We'll go our 1, 2 to get to here. And hopefully Allison, who needs a 5+ on 4 dice, can at least wound the Slenderman. If not, we're going to have to get her out of there. Okay, so we got 2 hits. It's going to bring the Slenderman down to 5 and get him off the board. That was our 3rd activation, right? No, it was 1, 2. We have 1 activation left. Get Allison back. What can we do? So Snow is slippery. We can go here with her fun with portals. We're going to try to clean up some of these runners with her just 1 active. She's not the best at doing this, but at least she can try to get rid of stuff. She got 1 with her 4+. That's enough to kill 1 runner. And because she's slippery, we can just move her back to here now. Alright, next is zombie activation first. 1, 2. It's going to get them into here. It's actually going to go to here and then here and here, actually. That sucks. That's really bad because now Allison's going to have to deal with this zombie. 1, 2, 3 to get to here. These guys are going to get to here again. Okay, let's go ahead and spawn more runners. Spawn more runners. Let's get Slenderman on the board. He's half dead already, but oh, he went to the same spot. Okay, so he's gonna go spawn there and then move his 1. And I forgot the crows again. Okay, well, he's half dead at least, but we are kind of now having to deal with zombies. All right. Let's go with... Well, we're going to have to go with Amy first. Amy's going to have to get rid of this 1 here in this zone. Okay. So she gets that because Amy's hitting on 4 pluses. Oops, I forgot to put Zansuken down there. So Amy hits on 4 pluses. So that gets rid of the 1 that's in the zone here. So that was her first action. Second action, she'll go to here. Actually, second action, she should go to... Yeah, she's going to have to go to here because I don't want to move Snow. It'd be nice to get her over here, but... Okay, so second action, she's going to go here. Third action to attack now. It's enough to clean them up. Good. That's all 3 in one go. Fourth action, then a free move and a free melee. Let's get rid of these crows. Got rid of the crows. Okay. So as you can see, Amy is really the one who's doing all the cleanup. So what I can do with Snow, if I activate Snow first, can get Snow in here, clean up maybe this 1 zombie, then get Snow back. That's going to leave a lot of these zombies getting in the room, though. And that's going to lead to us getting overwhelmed and then Slenderman spawning dogs. If I can't hit Slenderman every round, then he starts spawning dogs, and then dogs literally can be a one-shot kill. It's not great to have those on the board. So, what am I going to do? This does seem like the best play. Alright, you know what? We're going to do risk. I forget exactly. I think Snow was there. I forget exactly where Snow was. Okay, we're going to do risk. We're going to have Allison try to take out this, then move into here, and then try to hit the Slenderman. That's super risky, but that's what we're going to try. So, if Allison fails even hitting this, it's bad. Allison should not really be trying to take out zombies because she doesn't really hit the best. She needs a 5 or a 6. So like was this like a 33% chance of doing this? And exactly what I thought. So I just wasted. This is not good now. Well, now I have no choice. Okay, this is bad. So now she has to kill that. Okay, so she gets it with a 6. That was not a good thing. It was high risk. So that was very high risk. Well, we move Allison back now. And the thing we can do is teleport here and hope that we can kill off 4. Or we can kill... Well, we're only going to have 1 activation because she's only got 3 activations. So we're going to have 1 chance to try to kill enough of these. We'll get none of them because she hits on a 4+, and then we're going to teleport back to here. So that was just really bad all around. Okay. Here we go. So these are going to go here. 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 These are going to spawn. These are going to spawn. We are going to get a doggo. We're going to get more here, and then we're going to get the Slenderman moving. Now the doggo doesn't activate. Because of their instant kill, it's just a way of protecting against them spawning right away and killing someone. So, yeah, they should have activated, but again, it's for balance. I can't have them activating. I tried doing it once, playing through it, where they would activate, but, I mean, as you would see, they would instantly get in there and do a damage. They're still ridiculously... even with them not activating, there's still a huge threat, because it's going to eat up one of Snow's 3 activations now, dealing with that for sure, which is not good. Oh, well, things have gone really sideways now. Even though we've got Slenderman half dead, I don't know if we were in a great position to beat this. Now I don't know if we are anymore. But it is definitely beatable. I have done it. Again, I wanted to keep this high difficulty, in line more of Kingdom Death. So, let's go with Amy first. Amy's going to need to kill these crows. So, that's going to do it. That was actually 4 hits. Let's put the Sanetsuken back. So that's her first action. She's going to kill the 2 crows. That's first action. Second action, she's going here. Third action. Really bad. Only killed 1. Fourth action now. Yeah, 1 to kill the crows, 2 to move, 3 to attack the first time. Fourth action here. She needs to clean them all up. She did. Free movement, free activation. She got all 3, which is super lucky. We really needed that. Luck swinging back after only getting 1 the first time. Okay, that's all of her activations. She's probably going to need to be moved by Snow. I don't know. Maybe not. Have to go with Allison now. 1. Going to have to go. Let's get her Twilight Sword. Again, Twilight Sword hits on a 5+. She has 4 speed. She's going to do 2 damage. Okay. It's going to remove the Slenderman. It's going to bring Slenderman down to 3. It's going to remove Slenderman. She can't move into here with the dog, so we'll just move her back. Okay, Snow now. It's going to have to teleport here with the dog. Have to get rid of this dog, and if I miss twice here with Snow, I lose. Well, I'll have to run away. Okay, so 4+, 2 dice. Okay, I got it. So she kills the doggo. And she's going to teleport back here. Whew. Okay. Now what do we got? So we're going to get 1, and then through this little break here, 2, going into there. 2. This is just not good. A lot of trash mobs to clean up. Let's respawn all the runners again. Respawn all the runners again. Respawn the birds. Respawn Slenderman. 6. Ooh, behind us. And then gonna move to there. Well, that's good for Allison at least. Whew. Okay. Okay. Let's go. We've got, I don't know. I mean, I need to get Amy in there. So let's get Amy first. Clean up everything here. She's only going to get 2 of them. It's her first activation. Second activation. wow, that was a really bad roll, but at least I got one of them. Okay, second activation. Third activation, fourth activation. Now she's only going to get her one free... Or no. So it took 2 attacks. This will be her free move. That's her third activation. Now we get 2 activations in this zone. Okay, that's much better. 2 activations in the zone. That's going to be 3 hits. Kill the birds. 1 runner. Free activation. That's it. She gets all of them. Okay, we go with Allison. 1 activation. Now, if I can do 3 damage, this will do it. But it's going to be very unlikely that I'm going to do 3 full damage. 1 activation. So, got 4 on a 5+. Yep, so that's only going to be 1 hit. Again, not great. It's going to bring him down to 2, but it's going to get rid of him. Okay. Off the board. He's got 2 life left. Move back. Allison. I'm going to go here with Snow. I'm going to try to clean up 2 of these, maybe. We'll get 1 of them. Move back with Snow because, remember, kids are always slippery. So, that's that. We're going to go 1, 2 to get 2 more in here. 2 to get 2 more in here. 2, 3 to get to here. 3 to get to here. Respawn all the runners. Respawn all the runners. Respawn the crows. See where Slenderman's going. We just don't want to roll a 1 or 2, really. Of course, I don't even, why do I say things? Slenderman's going to move to here. Spawn there, move to there. Okay. Let's go with Amy. She's going to have to deal all 4 of these things. So, oops. Dropped 1 dice, but it's okay. I got an extra right here. Very, very bad. It's only going to deal with 2 of them. Grab the dice I dropped. Okay, it's only going to deal with the crows. That's Amy's first activation. Second activation. Again, only deals with 2 of them, but good thing that's all that's there. If that would have been 3, I would have had to spend another activation. So second activation, that's the free move. Third activation. Let's get rid of all these again. We do, which is great. So we get rid of those 3. And that's it for her activations, because that was the 4th one. We have a free melee, but I can't use it. So, what I can do now is teleport Allison to the Slenderman. But if I do that, yeah, let's go ahead, we'll do that. Teleport Allison to the Slenderman. So this is technically Snow's turn. It's first activation. Second activation, be over here. No, we can't do that, because then the third activation... We can go here with second activation, third activation to pull Amy here. Okay, so now it's Allison's turn. We need to do 2 damage. If we do just 1, that's bad. 5 or a 6 only. Oh, man. Yeah, it's 1. It's only 1 hit. 2 is the normal, I think. Okay, so that leaves the Slenderman down to 1 hit left. So that was the first activation. Second, third activation is to run away. So this is going to go into this zone here with them. It's It's going to go into this zone here with them. It's going to go into here, this zone with them. This zone with them. Let's go ahead, spawn more crows. Let's go move the Slenderman. 6. It's going to put him here, and then he'll move 1. And it's going to put 3 more here. So pretty much all we need to do is do 1 more damage to the Slenderman. I think we can handle it. Alright. Let's go with... Well, we can't get... So... I can get... Amy... Well, okay, let's just go with Amy first. So she hits on a 4+. All this stuff. We're going to make sure she cleans house here. So, we got 4+. Let's go. That's going to be 3. It's exactly enough to kill all these. It's 1 activation, 2 activation. We just need to get rid of these crows. That's going to do it. That was our 3rd activation. Free moves 4th. No, free move 4th activation. Let's get a free melee attack here. We got them. 4+. Gonna get all 3. Okay. Next, we'll just go with Allison. 1 activation. She just needs to get 2, or 1. She just needs to get. She has 2 actions to get 1 hit on a 5+. Oh my gosh! So that was 4 hits. So that's enough to kill the Slenderman. So that's the end of our little homebrew Zombicide Halloween fun. As you can see, I made this look a lot easier than it was because I knew the exact puzzle. It was a lot more difficult when I was originally putting this one together. Originally, I had started with only 2 runners because, you know, before you figure out the puzzle and before you map it out exactly where you need to be and where you want to stand in the flux zone so you always have +1 action, Zombicide's a game about action economy and rolling huge amounts of dice with lots of variance. So it's hard. I'd have to play this over and over to make it really difficult. The one thing that I can tell you that if you want to try it and you want to have it really a lot more difficult is don't have Slenderman move when he spawns. Have him stay in his space and just have him sit there and don't move, and then you'll get more dog spawns because Allison won't be able to make it to him. That is the huge caveat. I did it because it's a little bit easier and it speeds up the video. If I didn't have him move, I probably would have had to do an extra 5 rounds, 6 rounds. The video would get really long of me just killing zombies. So that's why I always had to let Slenderman move 1. But the true difficulty of this would be don't have him move and have him spawn dogs repeatedly. Then he'll likely kill Allison. But with that said, why I went to Zombicide was, as we all know, Amy is coming to Kingdom Death as a wanderer. Maybe we'll see her soon, so Amy will return. She will be part of my Kingdom Death playthroughs and things. That's why I wanted to do Zombicide. Plus, Zombicide's a great Halloween game. I'll probably return to some Zombicide because I did back the Marvel Zombicide, and that looks very entertaining. So, with that said, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy Zombicide, or if you just wanted to stick around just for some fun with Allison and all this new stuff, just to see it, just because it's neat, like Kingdom Death stuff, then hopefully it was entertaining. But with that said, I'll see you back in the Kingdom Death episodes.